Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday, day after 4th of July. Hopefully, everyone still has all their fingers and thumbs, and they had a safe and fun holiday. I want to go ahead and just give my little 2 cents on the Kevin Durant saga, so to speak, that's going on right now. You hear a lot of folks piling on KD because he asked for a trade. Obviously, he got piled on a lot. He got, kind of ridiculed for leaving OKC to go to Golden State. And then, a lot of folks questioned his decision to go to Brooklyn with Kyrie. And now, obviously, them questioning that is coming to fruition, as far as why they questioned it. Honestly, in my opinion, I think, similar to when he left OKC, Kevin Durant has every right to request a trade and want to get out of Brooklyn in that toxic situation, with that love triangle that is Kyrie Irving, the Brooklyn Nets, and Kevin Durant. James Harden was smart enough to get out before it got to where it is now. And I think Kevin Durant finally sees the writing on the wall, and he wants to get out. And I honestly think it's no different than when a team decides that they're going to trade a player. They don't ask the player, hey, is it okay if we trade you? I mean, unless they have a no trade clause. But in this situation, obviously, there's not one. So I think that in all reality, it's no different than when a team wants to upgrade their roster and they decide to make a trade. Um, and move players from obviously their team to another roster. So I think Kevin Durant has every right to ask for a trade. And the reality is this: the guy just wants to play ball. He stated that numerous times throughout his career, especially since he's come back from his Achilles injury. He doesn't want to play GM. He doesn't want to play agent or negotiator for Kyrie. He really just wants to play ball. And I think that's why Phoenix and Miami were at the top of his list. Obviously, they're two very good teams, but I think it's more so because they're both led by alpha males, and their teams just go out and play ball. CP3 is a phenomenal leader, and you can see the change in the difference he's made in Phoenix, and they just go out and ball. I mean, granted, they kind of fell apart in the Dallas series. They started to complain about the referees, but for the most part, they just go out and play ball, and it looks good when they play. Same thing with Miami. Obviously, I'm not a Heat fan. However, they're led by Jimmy Butler, and same thing. They just go out and ball. They follow his lead. They go out and play as hard as they can, and just go out and ball. And that's what Kevin Durant wants to do. He just wants to go ball. So I don't see any problem with him asking for a trade. In fact, if I were him, I probably would have asked for a trade in the middle of last season, because you could kind of see that this was snowballing into a disaster. Early on last year. So that's my take on Kevin Durant. I could be wrong, and maybe he just doesn't want the pressure or anything. I don't think that's it. I think he just wants to be happy and play ball. But again, that's my take, and I'd love to hear your guys' comments.